Once, we thought smoking was cool. We thought a dark tan was a sign of health. Not long ago, we didn't understand the impact that cholesterol has on our heart and blood vessels. We thought health problems were just a part of living. Then you learn something new and decide to make a change in how you live. That's what you'll find in the next few minutes, how the correction of subluxation lets you change your future.
I'm Dr. Brad Fackrell. How do I know that this type of chiropractic can change your life? It changed mine. At 16, an injury took me to a chiropractor and he helped me feel better. But he didn't take the time to teach me how to take responsibility for my own health. You see, I grew up with severe asthma. When I was 24, a different type of chiropractor took x-rays and he showed me that I had a problem called subluxation. He taught me how to take an active part in my own healing. I became drug-free as my body healed itself of asthma. Correction of subluxation changed my life, and I was so in awe of what chiropractic could do that I wanted to reach others with the incredible healing that exists within each of us. Over the next few minutes, you'll learn that the power that made the body heals the body.
My name is Paul Neil Abernathy, and the reason why I'm here is basically an act of God. It came time for my first adjustment, and after that adjustment, the severe pain I had behind my left shoulder has never returned.
When most people think about chiropractic, it's an image of neck or back pain that brings you to a chiropractor. In a typical chiropractic office, you are examined. After that, different chiropractors follow different protocols. At Straight Chiropractic, new patients receive an exam and x-rays if indicated so that we can see exactly what problems have developed. Those x-rays give us an exact roadmap to begin to correct your problem without drugs or surgery.
Healing chiropractors, in my view, recognize the potential of their discipline if it's done correctly. And that potential is amazing healing.
Before, when I was taking the medication and getting the injections, it was only a temporary fix, and you know, when the medication wears off, I mean, it's just a Band-Aid. It just masks the pain or the discomfort. I don't need to rely on the pills or the injection in order to make me feel better. That this is genuine. I can sustain this for a longer period of time.
My family physician treated my asthma for years, but I was only treating the symptoms, and I found myself addicted to the medications.
Think about the systems that keep your body alive. Your circulatory system, respiratory system, digestive system, endocrine system, your immune system. They are all controlled and coordinated by your nerve system, which is really the master system. There are more than 12 miles of nerve fibers that make up your nerve system. Every minute, 17 trillion nerve impulses travel your spinal cord, transmitting messages from the brain to every cell.
You know, our children have seen a difference in us, and some of our friends have seen a difference in us. We're in our 70s and we feel like we're in our 50s.
It's not, like I said, it's not, I didn't wake up and all of a sudden decide, wow, I feel great, and it's because of this. It just slowly continues to get better and better and better.
And coming to see Dr. Brad and coming to his, the workshops that he has, you learn a lot about how you're responsible for a lot of the things that you do to your body, and that it's going to take time to fix what took time to create.
When you think about scar tissue, you think about a trauma like a car accident. Other things also cause scar tissue, like sports injuries, strenuous exercise, poor posture, such as when you sit for long periods, even the birth process.
She seemed like a different child. She didn't seem uncomfortable or gassy or fussy. I thought that was extremely awesome to, just to see what the power of chiropractic does in a child's life.
All the trauma that kids go through, whether it's trampolines or football or soccer or, just walking and falling over nothing, it creates all kinds of damage, and to know that we're helping to keep all that movement going and all the things that are going to help them just be more comfortable and be more healthy.
Dr. Brad was able to see that my hips were off 3 inches, and thus that was the reason for my knee injury. And I was able to take care of the problem and have not experienced problem with that knee since I've been seeing Dr. Brad consistently.
When there is trauma to a joint or consistent poor posture, the bones in your spine become displaced and inflammation occurs. It's the body's natural response to protect that area. The tiny nerves don't work as well as they should. This condition is called subluxation, and if it's not corrected, the inflammation leads to scar tissue, which is your body's way of protecting the area. Motion becomes restricted from the scar tissue, a process that you probably won't notice until the restriction is severe.
My cervical, the neck part of my spine, has, instead of having a natural curve, it's kind of gone opposite to that. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to straighten that out and get the natural curve back into my spine.
I had other elements besides the shoulder pain. I had also been studied for about 3 years for gastrointestinal disorders, in which I couldn't get a diagnosis. It was take this pill, take that pill, this should make you feel better, come back and see me in 3 months, and I'd given up.
It's like asking a house to stand correctly without a good foundation. And if your spine isn't healthy, you're not going to be healthy.
When the motion of the joint is restricted, that's subluxation. The body begins to lay down extra bone growth. That's called subluxation degeneration, also known as arthritis. So how do the nerve system, scar tissue, and subluxation fit together? As scar tissue forms, pressure is put on the nerves. Messages to the vital areas of your body are disrupted. Degeneration of your body's systems takes place. Subluxation degeneration is similar to how plaque forms inside the vessels of your heart. Over time, a blockage occurs and the heart muscle stops working, a heart attack. That's what happens with your nerve system. Subluxation blocks messages being sent to your organs and they eventually stop working correctly. This is often undetected for many years until symptoms strike, just like a heart attack. That's why prevention is so important. Shouldn't the maintenance of health take precedence over the treatment of disease in your life? At Straight Chiropractic, we will help you correct the problem of subluxation so that your body can heal itself. From newborn babies to those well into retirement, our chiropractic care can produce better health.
So when he showed me visually how it worked, it just wowed me because it makes so much sense.
The wellness process that we found here, which has made all the difference in the world in our health and lifestyle. We have more energy, we can do things we couldn't do.
Sometimes he'll get a soreness or whatever, and the first thing he says, he's like, "Oh, Mom, I need to go see Dr. Brad, I need an adjustment." And so that he's just thinking that way, that he realizes he needs to keep those things in line.
Through specific adjustments in our office, your spine and nerve system can be realigned. These adjustments, as well as exercises for key areas, strengthen your body's innate ability to heal itself. Along the way, we monitor your progress as your spine and nerve system are properly aligned, and you can see the changes yourself. It's not an overnight process, and your results will depend on how far the subluxations have advanced, but you can feel better because your body works better without drugs or surgery.
I told him that I was having some issues with some numbness in my hands. I was having some major muscle spasms in my upper back, and Brad said, "Why don't you come on in and see me and see if we can't help you out?" And I just came in. I was very skeptical because I had tried several things over the years.
I'd say you have to try it to believe it, because I was a doubter, but I really believe it now.
I was kind of skeptical going in to see Dr. Brad, but I told myself I had nothing to lose, and it was well worth it for my health and my overall well-being, and I would tell people to do the same.
Chiropractic care is a commitment to your health. As a patient at Straight Chiropractic, you'll find it's quick and easy to receive the adjustments needed for your care. No long waits, no big procedure, just a friendly greeting and a simple system that has most patients on their way in less than 10 minutes.
And I walked into this office really not caring whether I lived or died. And it was though I was hit by a wave of love when I walked in the door.
Everything felt like family. Everything felt like he really cared.
It was almost hard to believe that it was real because everybody was so warm and inviting, and you know that he truly cares and you're not just another patient.
Right now, you're either ready to come in and get checked or you're still not sure. I understand. When I was referred to chiropractic, I said, how is cracking my back going to help asthma? But it did. because I went to the right type of chiropractor. Ask yourself, do you know if you have subluxation? It's invisible and painless until subluxation is very advanced. If it's important for you to have dental checkups to prevent cavities and maintain dental health, why not get your spine checked? If you're developing a problem that will impact your entire nerve system, why not fix it early? For chiropractors like me, it's important to educate everyone on the dangers of subluxation, so then you know what to do about it. 50 years ago, people didn't know about the dangers of cholesterol or tanning or smoking either. So do you want to continue to live like you are now? Or is it worth exploring a different way? The straight chiropractic way.
Investment in our health, that's why we're really here too. I try to stay away from doctors, they scare me.
From the very first adjustment, I felt like a brand new person, felt like a different person, and was definitely hooked on coming back.
I see the difference. You know, I follow his direction. You know, I try and do all the exercises outside of the treatment, and it just continues to get better.
Chiropractic has shown me that I don't have to think I feel better. I do feel better.
Not every health problem is a chiropractic problem, but the only way to know if you have subluxation is to have a spinal checkup. Call the office for an appointment to be checked. Find out more about chiropractic care that can change your life because it allows your body to heal itself. To learn more and hear others' real stories, visit the website at straightchiro.com. Straight Chiropractic, proactive natural health and wellness for life.